with Prism 2022 just around the corner, there are plenty of rookie hopefuls that you and I definitely have our eye on and are hopeful appear maybe not necessarily in this upcoming 2022 Prism set, but at some point throughout 2022 Panini calendar year, right? And right away you see the four that jump right out. Tom Aspinall, Mateus Gamrot, Paddy Pimblett, and Rafael Fiziev, the best Rafael in the UFC, and I mean, there's plenty others. So right away, who are some of your most anticipated rookie hopefuls that you want to see coming up?
Yeah, as you see, boys, we got the four bangers right on the front page. These are who I think we're most excited for, at least a few. We have a giant list we're going to go over with you guys, but man, I'm so excited to hopefully get a Fazeev or a Gamer Gamrot card. Those are my two personal, but I mean, who doesn't want a little Patty the Batty, rookie, maybe even rookie auto? Like, this is the sophomore year of Prism, and usually sophomore year is way more fun than freshman year. So I think this set might be fire if they have the right checklist. Super excited for this. Nothing but bangers, hopefully.
Hopefully, right? And we did this same sort of video back in April, right before the debut Prism came out, and we were a little surprised. I would say about, I think like 70% of our rookie hopefuls did end up hitting, but some of the ones that we had on that list included Movsar Evloev, the aforementioned Gamer Gamrot, Ilya Topuria, Sean Brady, Shane Burgos, Armin Sarukian, Kyler Phillips, Guram Gutataladze, and Sumu Darju, just to name a couple. So, do you think that those hopefuls that we were looking forward to, back in April, are those guys at least going to be in here this time?
Man, I really do hope so. Um, I feel like it's going to be a slap in the face of the hardcore fans if they don't bring those guys from our previous prediction. They are being very slept on, and so is this current list that we have today. Super freaking pumped, honestly, and I just can't wait. And what's really makes me really bullish on some of these guys, and also some of the rookie autos that we potentially could see for this set is that there's literally a signature insert called signatures. Line is the place to find some new UFC signers, meaning this is a rookie auto set insert, which is very awesome. I'm excited to see that checklist the most. They did leak that we do have a Chris Dawkins. I don't know about if there's too many Dawkins fans out there, but if there is, congrats, you got your boy. Hopefully there is some more heat rookie autos though that I will be more excited and bullish on.
Yeah, again, I'm good on the Chris Dawkins auto, but if we can catch it for under $10, maybe that's a low key stonker, but perhaps for somebody else. And other fighters that we were hopeful to make in last year's set that we were kind of surprised didn't appear. The two Seans, right? Sean Brady and Sean Strickland. Those two have to be in this set, right?
Yeah, no, if they don't put Sean Brady, who just had a crazy grapple upset, against arguably
Yeah.
the second greatest grappler in the world, which is still mind blowing. And then you have Sean Strickland, who actually just KO'd his sparring partner, I think today with a head kick. You gotta love to see it. But yeah, if Sean Strickland and Sean Brady are not in this set, I will be mind blown. Um, I think they have to be, right? And I think especially the hype that Sean's been getting, I feel like he might even have a rookie auto in this set too. So super excited to see both those guys in this. I really hope they are there.
Yeah, speaking of autos, who are some of the other fighters that you anticipate, having debut autos? Like, I mean, obviously Islam's first auto, has to be coming at some point this year. You'd hope to see Hamzat's first auto. Who are some other fighters that you're targeting as potential first auto hopefuls for this calendar year?
Yeah, no, I think you hit it right on the button. I mean, Islam first auto, Hamzat first auto. They basically, if they don't do this, I would be mind blown. But I feel like that they gave a little taste in Immaculate, like, hey, guess what? Here is a little Islam, but just
Hmm.
wait till 2022. And I think they're really going to make Prism 22 a bang. If they have those two in it, it is going to be a very highly desired set. It would be foolish of them not to print this to the moon, but also put those fighters in there to make the demand to the moon. So then it would honestly average out and be just amazing. But I'm most bullish on Islam first auto, Hamzat first auto, Bryce Mitchell first auto, Ankalaev first auto, Dariush first auto, Giga first auto, Askarov first auto, and even a little Kaikar France first auto. He's been looking good, especially with that KO of Cody. He really stole some star power, I think, that night, and excited to see where that kid goes. Some of those guys do have cards, but they don't have an auto, so that's what I'm really excited to see if one of those guys hit it. And then, of course, we have our list of rookies, and also they might get a rookie auto too. So just pumped to see what 2022 has entail.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a couple other rookies that we haven't discussed yet. I mean, Terrence McKinney might be an interesting rookie to look out for. Adrian Yanez, Aaron Blanchfield, Manel Kopp, Chris Curtis, who had just a huge 2021 year and is actually a Meat Boy favorite. So shout out to Chris Curtis. Alex Piejeda, Bruno Silva, and maybe even the Monkey King gets snuck in there too. So any other fighters that you're looking forward to or that you think might appear or that you feel need to appear?
Yeah, I'm glad you actually said Alex Piera. I think he might be in the set like I feel like he's got to be in the set, and I feel like he's got to have an auto because they are totally setting him up to fight Izzy to have that run back of the ultimate death match of who is the better fighter, and he's the only man to ever knock out Israel Adesanya in a fight. So that'd be exciting to see. And then Ian Gary, the next, possibly Conor McGregor. I mean, he just made his UFC debut. He's barking up a storm. He's got a lot of hype behind him. He is new. Wasn't that impressive to me. He did get the knockout, but I mean, the Irish they get behind their group, and for some reason people love any fake or soon to be possible potential Conor McGregor. But yeah, then you have Air Jordan,
Hmm.
Evloev, uh, you know uh, Shane Burgos, Kyler Phillips. I really hope the Matrix gets in there. I don't know if he will because of that recent loss, but man, I would be really excited to see Kyler Phillips get some love because I mean he is so good, and I think he's got star power like Sugar Sean, but he just really isn't pumping the numbers. That's the only issue. But he's got the skill though.
Yeah, 100%. And, same division. I know he has some autos, but I would like to see a Cheeto Vera card, right? I mean, there's autos in, in Chronicles and in some sets from last year, but it'd be cool to get him some base cards as well because I know a lot of people would like to PC Cheeto. Um, How about as far as like that Panini always loves to sneak in some throwbacks, right? They got Tank Abbott in recently. There's the Dan Severns. There's the Brock Lesnar's. Are there any like throwback UFC fighters that you're kind of hoping gets snuck in here? I mean, I've had enough of the Jens Pulvers, but is there anyone I should say that you're hopeful gets snuck in there?
Yeah, I'm pretty good on the Shogun Hua and the Forrest Griffins and the Frank the Rich Franklins. I love those guys. Those guys are legends. I love watching them growing up. But like I think I'm good on their autos and their cards now. But man, I would really love to see some Dragon Light with a Machida or maybe even some Uncle Chael. Chael Sonnen. I don't know why he has not been in a Prism or Panini set in general. But man, that would be so cool to have throwbacks of those guys. And then another thing, I really do hope that they bring back what Tops had, where they had not just the fighters, but they had the refs. They had
Ah,
cards of the refs, the announcer, Dana White. They had the Ring Girls, Joe Rogan. That'd be cool if there was a DC announcer card or a Dominic Cruz announcing card or something. Just more like so it's like more memorabilia of like wow that's cool like that was the fight that uh you know uh freaking DC and Joe were looking at each other like holy
oh
crap
yeah.
look at that knockout like a cool picture like that and then Dana White autos I hope they bring something like that back and the Ring Girls those are always cool to see so I kind of hope banking off that they might bring something like that but I don't know maybe Panini's not about that life and they're just trying to pump as many fighters and focus more on the athlete but that'd be cool if they add that.
Yeah, 100%. It'd be interesting to see if they branched, outside of just the fighters, right? And even if they made the referees, right? I can already envision like the referee set, and maybe there's like a Herb Dean late stoppage set or something along the lines there, because there could definitely be some interesting stuff that Panini could do with those nonetheless. So, any other thoughts on these rookie hopefuls? I mean, it's going to be a big year for Panini, I gotta imagine, because 2021, we touched on earlier video. uh, you wonder what Panini was expecting with this sort of initial foray into UFC. But I mean, these UFC cards are still booming, right? There's obviously a huge market, and it's clear that there's a lot of people interested in collecting these UFC Panini cards. So, any last thoughts on this upcoming calendar year?
No, super excited, super bullish on UFC card collecting. I think this is actually one of the stronger markets. There's definitely gonna be, just like all hype new sets, it goes up, the hype dies down, people run out of money, it goes down, stays stagnant, the next set comes up, it starts to twiddle up, and then people go, wow, Prism is gone, and there's only Select. Prism starts to go up. That's kind of the narrative of all of these sets. So just keep your eye on those, and I mean, stick to the singles. That's going to be your best bet, to be honest. And then look for that for Prism. I think a fair price is going to be the $500 to $700 range, pushing over $700. Uh, I definitely would not be buying a box over 1,000 for the first couple months. That's for sure. I have to see how the market reacts and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how it is. I think this is going to be a good set. All depends on the checklist, though. The set could absolutely suck, boys, if the checklist is not exactly what we predicted. So hopefully we're right. Hopefully we're getting some Islam rookie autos. Hopefully we're getting some Hamzat rookie autos and UFC to the freaking moon.
Yeah, and we talked about we were pretty close with our initial predictions as far as who were some fighters we were scoping. So hopefully we'll have similar luck here. But I think that's great insight to for sure. Be on the lookout for that checklist. See what sort of fighters are going to be coming in this set, and then it's singles all the way from there. Because definitely always the best pathway to at least guarantee yourself some hitters. I mean, you can always participate in the breaks. You can always have the fun, but the more guaranteed lock meat lock sort of thing is definitely that single route for sure. So let us know, Meat Boys, in the comments down below. Did we miss anyone? Is there someone that you personally are looking forward to that we didn't touch on? Because I think we hit a lot of the most anticipated fighters, but if there's some that we did not mention, let us know down below. So let us know what you're thinking down below, Meat Boys, and stay tuned for the next vid.
Yo!